once the wealthiest city in the Caribbean. Destroyed by the Great Earthquake of 1692, the sunken city still boasts a vivid profusion of marine life and breathtaking treasures. She remains loyal to the City Point Royal, Jamaica.
Japan! This national costume is inspired by the Kyoho grape.
The Kyoho grape was developed in Shizuoka, Japan, in 1937 by breeder Yasushi Oino. He crossbred the European Vitis vinifera grape, Centennial, with the American Vitis labrusca grape, Ishihara early. It was officially named Kyoho, meaning giant mountain grape, in 1946 to honor the majestic view of Mount Fuji from the Research Institute.
This is the grape. Name is Kyoho. Is Japan. Kazakhstan.
Winter in Kazakhstan, November to March, transforms the country into a frozen wonderland, with heavy snowfall, sweeping snowy steppes, and world-class winter sports. Temperatures vary drastically. The northern capital, Astana, is bitterly cold, often dropping to -30 circ text C, while the southern hub, Almaty, offers a milder alpine climate around -5 circ text C to -15 circ text C.
Is the winter? Is the snow? Is Kazakhstan?
Kenya! Kenya is proud to be wearing a creation from one of her country's leading fashion designers who was inspired by artistry from different Kenyan communities. She's filled with elation to be repping her nation, Kenya!
Kiribati. National costume inspired by the national flag and the costume of national flag.
The flag of Kiribati is a distinctive banner adopted upon independence on July 12, 1979. It features a red upper half with a gold rising sun and a soaring frigate bird, alongside a lower half of blue and white wavy stripes representing the ocean.
Is Kiribati. Korea. This costume is the traditional costume with hanbok and representing with national flower.
Korea national flower is the mugunghwa, scientifically known as Hibiscus syriacus and commonly translated in English as the Rose of Sharon or Korean rose, and hanbok is traditional costume of Korea and color inspired by Rose of Sharon.
Is Korea.
Kosovo! Kosovo is wearing a traditional black and white full costume from her country. Tonight's the night to wear black and white for Kosovo.
Kyrgyzstan.
The white swan is a symbol of pure and faithful love, so its image is used in this traditional bride costume. The designer felt the image of a gentle white swan emphasized this delegate's inner beauty and peace. She walks with pride as a white swan bride.
This is white swan is Kyrgyzstan. Kuwait. The national costume inspired by the capital city, day and night.
Kuwait features distinct atmospheres between day and night, characterized by hot desert days and vibrant, bustling evenings. Days are often reserved for indoor activities due to high temperatures, while nights come alive with illuminated landmarks, seaside strolls, and lively outdoor dining.
This is the time and day and night is Kuwait.
Latina.
Here we have a tribute to the monarch butterfly, which annually migrate thousands of miles across North America. In a creation celebrating migration, it's Latina.
Latvia.
The Latvian national costume is simply called Tautiesterps, Latvian folk dress. It varies by region, Kurzeme, Vidzeme, Latgale, and Zemgale, but consistently features iconic pieces. Latvia offers a vibrant music festival scene ranging from massive beach parties to massive cultural gatherings. Top summer events include the Summer Sound Festival, held on the beaches of Liepāja, the iconic Positivus Festival, and the historic UNESCO-recognized Latvian Song and Dance Festival.
Music festival and she play violin is Latvia.
Laos.
This costume represents different ethnic groups in Laos. The unity of the Lao people was conveyed through incorporated decoration. Featuring tribal fabrics and silk patterns, at the center of it all is the Lao flag. She jumps through hoops to rep Lao ethnic groups. It is Laos.
Purple. It is an ode to the Tyre purple, which is a color extracted from the murex shell. This costume draws inspiration from the strength of a 19th century Lebanese princess. It shouldn't be legal to wear a purple this regal. It's Lebanon!
Lithuania. The national costume inspired by the national flag with yellow, green, and red is Lithuania.
Macau, blue and white porcelain Chinese costume. The delicate and simple elegance of blue and white porcelain represents a sense of detachment from fame and wealth and a desire for peace and harmony with the world. Macau.
Macedonia.
The national flower of North Macedonia is the poppy, specifically the opium poppy, Papaver somniferum. It is deeply rooted in the country's agricultural heritage and can even be found depicted in the national emblem of North Macedonia.
This is poppy. It's the national flower of Macedonia.
Malaysia!
In Malaysia, the term gong refers to a traditional metal percussion instrument. It is widely used across various cultures in the country, such as the Kadazan Dusun and Meru communities in Sabah. And as part of the Malay gamelan ensemble, the gong holds deep cultural, social, and spiritual significance in Malaysia. Here is a breakdown of its primary roles.
It's Malaysia!
Mexico.
Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, originated over 3,000 years ago with indigenous Mesoamerican civilizations, including the Aztecs and Toltecs, who viewed death as a natural phase in life's continuum. When Spanish colonizers arrived in the 16th century, these ancient rituals merged with Catholic observances, creating the modern holiday celebrated today.
This is the many color of the Day of the Dead is Mexico.
Mongolia. This one-of-a-kind costume is inspired by an old Mongolian queen's dress. Queens chose to wear bright red because the color is associated with success. Throw on some red and it's good times ahead for Mongolia.
Mozambique.
The Mozambique textile sector is deeply rooted in cotton production and the iconic capulana, a vibrant, versatile wrap-around fabric. While heavily reliant on imported textiles for daily fashion, the country exports millions in raw textiles and apparel, primarily to South Africa, Mauritius, and Bangladesh.
And this is for Mozambique. Myanmar.
Myanmar's Shan, Tai Yai, dance has roots deeply intertwined with the region's migration history, Theravada Buddhism, and ancient martial arts. Developed over centuries in the Shan state and across the mountainous landscapes of Southeast Asia, Shan folk dances range from martial arts-based sword displays to graceful enactments of mythological creatures.
This is Thai. In the Myanmar dance is Myanmar.
Nepal. Dubbed the embodiment of spirituality, Nepal's costume represents the spiritual path humans take on their journey to nirvana. The circular golden headpiece weighs in at nearly 7 pounds. Wear this if you wanna take a trip to nirvana, Nepal.
The Netherlands.
Dutch tulip season spans from mid-March to mid-May, with peak blooming usually occurring in mid-April. The most iconic destination is the world-famous Keukenhof Gardens, located in Lees, which features over 7 million spring bulbs. You can also explore vast commercial bulb fields along the coast in the Ballenstreek region.
The Netherlands. New Zealand. Okay, I love this. The New Zealand fantail is seen as a guardian of the nation's forests and natural resources. This small but mighty creature is one of the few native birds that has successfully adapted to an environment significantly altered by humans. This adaptive bird needs to be heard. It's New Zealand!
Nicaragua. This national costume is national flower of Nicaragua.
The national flower of Nicaragua is the sacuanjosh, scientifically known as Plumeria rubra. Officially declared the national symbol in 1971, it is celebrated for its delicate, sweetly scented white petals with a bright yellow center.
It's Nicaragua. Nigeria.
Nigeria's national flower is the yellow trumpet, scientifically known as Costus spectabilis. It is a vibrant, trumpet-shaped perennial that grows widely across the tropical savanna and wooded grasslands of Africa.
It's Nigeria.
Norway.
This salmon-inspired gown mirrors both the delegate's movements as a baton twirler and the essence of Norway's leading export. This river runner is a stunner, Norway.
Pakistan. This costume is all about individuality. The delegate aims to celebrate the rich and diverse culture, history, and lifestyle of her country through this outfit. Pakistan is home to multiple ethnicities and 74 languages, causing a stir, being undeniably her. It's Pakistan!
Palestine!
Palestine can refer to the state of Palestine in the Middle East or to Palestine, Texas, a city in the United States. The Middle Eastern nation's proclaimed capital is Jerusalem, with its de facto administrative hub in Ramallah. In the U.S., Palestine is a small city located in Anderson County.
She gonna stop many fake news. All is Palestine. She stop everything. Let's do it, girls. Stop make fake news. Panama.
Based on the work of a local architect, this design is an ode to her country's bridges. This contestant helped make the costume and loves the futuristic look of the long straws in back. It's hard to find flaws in a costume with straws. Panama.
Paraguay.
To find a Toco toucan in Paraguay, you should visit open woodlands, savannas, riverine gallery forests, and the edges of the Pantanal in the eastern and central regions of the country. Unlike rainforest toucans, Toco toucans prefer semi-open habitats and can often be spotted feeding on fruit in fruiting trees or hopping between branches.
It's Paraguay. Peru.
In Peruvian, Inca mythology, the primary sun deity is Inti, a male god. However, the primary female equivalent is Mama Killa, Mama Kia, the goddess of the moon and sister wife to the sun. Both are subordinate to Pachamama, the revered earth mother and goddess of fertility.
It's Peru. Philippines. The national costume inspired by the Philippine mythology of mermaids.
Amon Sanaya is the ancient Tagalog primordial goddess of the sea and the protector of fishermen in Philippine mythology. She is best known for her cosmic rivalry with Bathala, the sky god, which shaped the world, and for her tragic origin story as a drowned myth and cultural significance encompass several key narratives.
It's Philippines.
Poland. This look was inspired by Polish national colors. The white fabric, meaning loyalty and honor, is intertwined with red poppies. Red stands for love, sacrifice, and courage. The poppy flower symbolizes Poland's struggle for independence. Her country fought for the right to wear red and white. Poland.
Portugal. Featuring colors and symbols from Portugal's flag, this costume displays the nation's coat of arms and a navigational tool used by Portuguese explorers. You'll be helped by this coat if you're lost on a boat. Portugal.
Puerto Rico.
This look honors both ballet and the hummingbird. The delegate, herself a ballerina, moves with the hummingbird's precision, both transforming effort into elegance. A proud Latina, a trained ballerina, Puerto Rico.
Qatar! National costume inspired by the Qatar airline, and the costume for women is representing with air hostess.
Founded in 1993, Qatar Airways began as a small regional carrier. Relaunched in 1997 with a mandate from the Qatari royal family, it transformed into a globally dominant aviation giant. Renowned for its luxurious service and Hamid International Airport hub, it has been named Skytrax's world's best airline a record 9 times.
It's Qatar! Romania!
Romania is a powerhouse for biodiversity, hosting 32 diverse species of bats, one of the largest and most varied populations in Europe. The country's undisturbed, ancient forests and extensive cave systems shelter some of the largest individual bat colonies on the continent, each numbering upwards of 70,000 to 100,000 bats.
If the bat is Romania.
Russia! This national costume celebrates Russia's royal era and features a velvet dress decorated with precious stones and pearls, plus a crown of the Russian Empire. The look was created in collaboration with the Hermitage State Museum in St. Petersburg. This look stays loyal to times that were royal in Russia.
Saudi Arabia.
The primary traditional and national dress for women in Saudi Arabia is the abaya, a long, loose black robe, commonly paired with a shaila, matching headscarf, and a niqab, face veil. Historically, regional garments like the dara, loose gown, were worn.
It's Saudi Arabia.